The presidential debate between President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump took place on June 27, 2024, in Atlanta, Georgia. Hosted by CNN and moderated by Jake Tapper and Dana Bash, this debate was a pivotal moment in the election cycle, providing voters with a direct comparison between the two leading candidates. The debate covered a wide range of critical issues, including the economy, immigration, border security, and social policies, and allowed each candidate to present their vision for the future while responding to each other's critiques. Setting and structure. The debate was held at CNN studios and featured a format that facilitated a dynamic and often contentious exchange between Biden and Trump. Each candidate was given time to present their positions on various topics, followed by opportunities to rebut the other's statements. This structure allowed for a thorough examination of their respective policies and provided viewers with a clear view of the stark contrast between their platforms. The moderators, Jake Tapper and Dana Bash, steered the conversation to cover a broad range of critical issues, ensuring that no major topic was left unaddressed. The debate's timing, being earlier than usual in the election cycle, added a sense of urgency and anticipation among viewers. This setup also allowed both candidates to highlight their achievements while critiquing their opponent's record, giving voters a comprehensive understanding of their visions for the future. The exchanges were not only informative, but also underscored the deep political divide between the two leaders, reflecting the polarized nature of current American politics. Economy. The economy was a central theme of the debate, with both candidates focusing heavily on their economic records and plans. Trump criticized Biden's handling of the economy, particularly in terms of inflation. He claimed, "He caused this inflation. I gave him a country with essentially no inflation." Trump asserted that during his administration, the U.S. enjoyed the greatest economy in its history, and he blamed Biden for the subsequent economic downturn and rising inflation rates. Biden countered by arguing that the economic challenges facing the country were largely inherited from the previous administration. He highlighted the economic impact of the COVID-19 pandemic and global supply chain disruptions, which were exacerbated by geopolitical events like Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Biden pointed out that his administration had created thousands of new jobs and implemented policies aimed at reducing housing costs and capping rents to combat corporate greed. Inflation and food prices. Trump's claims about inflation and the cost of living were a major point of contention. He exaggerated the rise in food costs, stating that they had quadrupled under Biden. In reality, while food prices had indeed increased, the rise was about 21%, not the 300% implied by Trump. Specific items like eggs saw significant price hikes, but these were not representative of the overall trend. Biden's relief plans, such as the American Rescue Plan, did contribute to inflation by increasing consumer spending at a time when supply shortages were prevalent. However, experts agree that Biden did not single-handedly cause the high inflation rates seen during his administration. Many factors, including global supply chain disruptions and geopolitical tensions, played substantial roles in driving inflation. Additionally, the rapid economic recovery post-pandemic led to a surge in demand that outpaced supply, further exacerbating price increases. While Biden's policies may have influenced inflation, they were part of a broader context of economic recovery efforts. Immigration and border security. Immigration and border security were among the most debated topics. Trump accused Biden of failing to secure the southern border, claiming it was the safest under his administration and had since become the worst in history. He alleged that Biden's policies had opened the border to criminals and terrorists, a claim Biden vehemently denied. Biden highlighted the significant reductions in illegal crossings achieved through executive actions and bipartisan efforts on immigration reform. He also pointed out that the only terrorist incident involving the southern border occurred during Trump's presidency. Abortion and Supreme Court decisions. Abortion rights in the recent Supreme Court decisions were also discussed extensively. Trump expressed support for the Supreme Court's decision to maintain access to abortion medications, access to such medications if elected. He'd underscored his stance by emphasizing his respect for the court's ruling and his intention to adhere to judicial decisions on this matter. Biden, in contrast, emphasized his commitment to protecting women's reproductive rights and criticized the Republican stance on abortion. He highlighted the need for comprehensive healthcare policies that ensure women's autonomy over their bodies. Biden argued that access to abortion services is a fundamental aspect of women's health and reproductive freedom, pointing to recent legislative efforts aimed at restricting these rights as dangerous and regressive. He proposed expanding federal protections to safeguard access to reproductive health care and prevent states from imposing undue restrictions. Biden also mentioned the broader implications of restricting abortion access, including the potential for increased health risks and socioeconomic inequalities for women. This part of the debate underscored the deep ideological divide between the candidates on reproductive rights and healthcare policy, reflecting the broader national discourse on these critical issues. Candidate performance and public reaction. The atmosphere of the debate was charged, with both candidates frequently interrupting each other and engaging in personal attacks. Biden's age and fitness for office were called into question, and he appeared to struggle at times to effectively counter Trump's accusations. Trump faced criticism for his responses on various issues, including his handling of recent legal issues involving his family and his evasion of questions related to the January 6th Capitol riots. Fact-checking and accuracy. Fact-checkers were highly active during and after the debate, scrutinizing the claims made by both candidates. Many of Trump's statements were found to be exaggerated or false. For instance, his claims about the economy and immigration were often debunked by experts. Biden's statements were also subjected to fact-checking, with some being deemed mostly true, but lacking in full accuracy. For example, Biden's claims about job creation and economic recovery under his administration were generally accurate, but sometimes presented in an overly optimistic light. Immigration and border security policies. Trump repeatedly hammered Biden on his immigration policies, alleging that Biden's approach had led to a surge in illegal immigration and crime. Trump claimed that his administration had maintained the safest border in U.S. history, and that Biden's policies had reversed these gains. Biden responded by outlining the steps his administration had taken to enhance border security and reduce illegal crossings. He emphasized his efforts to work with both parties to find lasting solutions to immigration issues, while also highlighting the humanitarian aspects of his policies. Economic policies and job creation. Biden defended his economic record by pointing to the significant job growth achieved during his tenure. He argued that his administration had created a robust job market, particularly in sectors like technology and clean energy. Biden also discussed his plans to continue investing in infrastructure and education to ensure long-term economic stability. Trump, however, dismissed these claims, arguing that the job growth was merely a rebound from the economic devastation caused by the pandemic and that Biden's policies had not led to sustainable economic improvement. Social policies and healthcare. Healthcare was another crucial topic of the debate. Biden emphasized the importance of expanding access to affordable healthcare and protecting the Affordable Care Act. He criticized Trump for his attempt to dismantle the Affordable Care Act